What's up, Uncle Marv? I follow your videos and I really appreciate your content, but I have a dilemma. I'm a big fan of Dave Ramsey and I've avoided debt by all means for the last few years. So essentially I have no credit score. What can I do in my situation? Because now we're ready to buy a house and I fear that we're never going to be able to own a home because I went extreme in one area. All right, John, I appreciate you tapping in and sending your questions. So all is not lost if you've decided to go the completely no debt route. You just will have to go through a couple more steps if you're interested in purchasing a home. There's something called manual underwriting, and manual underwriting is the process of getting approved for a loan, as the name says, through manual means. So what lenders will do is that they will look at factors that are a little bit more of a deep dive than your typical underwriting process, which is known as automated underwriting. Before you even get to this far in the process, you're definitely going to want to make sure to click the link below to connect with one of my lender partners to begin the pre-approval process. So what manual underwriting does is, obviously, if you don't have a credit score or you have a very low credit score because you don't have a lot of cards out there or anything like that, they're going to look at are a couple of things. They're going to look at your bank statements, they're going to look at your income, and they're going to ask for everything except your firstborn child. So be prepared for that, because essentially with automated underwriting, it's a lot faster to get it done because your information is already out there in the 3 credit reporting agencies. So underwriters are able to quickly ascertain the information on your payment history, if you've got any kind of liens, judgments, all that stuff, and be able to make a decision almost instantaneously. But if you're one of those individuals that don't have a lot of credit out there, you're still able to get approved for a loan in certain circumstances, as long as you've got verifiable assets, good income, and steady employment history. They're going to look at all of those factors, and you are responsible for collecting all of the data that they're going to need. So you're probably going to have to go to your HR department, for example, and have them pull proof of employment to show how long you've been with them. You're probably going to have to go to your bank and get several months worth of statements in some instances, whereas automated underwriting typically looks at your last 30 to 60 days of income. Also probably going to have to provide quite a few years of tax returns. Again, you've got to put yourself in the lender's shoes. Yes, you've avoided debt because you've listened to folks like Dave Ramsey, and that's a great thing and very commendable. These lenders are still taking a risk on you, and if they're not able to verify based on your credit score and payment history that you are a trustworthy borrower, they're going to have to do their due diligence. And if you got to provide all of these documents, just understand it's the cost of doing business as a person that's avoiding debt. I'm a huge fan of Dave Ramsey. I met the guy a few years ago, and I know that he is going to tell you to avoid debt at all costs. He's going to tell you to cut up your credit cards and avoid opening any new lines of credit. And that's absolutely true for the majority of individuals. Once you are going through the manual underwriting process, that is definitely not going to be the time that you're going to want to open a line of credit, because again, don't give them any excuse to deny your loan after the fact by doing anything rash. Make sure you're working with a competent lender. That lender should have the heart of a teacher, like Dave Ramsey always says. They should keep you informed on every step of the process. And of course, as a realtor professional, we will lean in and help in the areas that we can as well, but I will typically defer any and all questions related to the underwriting process to my lender partner. And now, manual underwriting is not just for individuals that have low or no credit score. There are also individuals that are more than likely going to be subject to manual underwriting, such as individuals that have had a bankruptcy on their record. Now, we know a bankruptcy on your record can definitely be a problematic thing to have if you're interested in purchasing a home, but all is not lost. Just ensure that you personally have turned things around in your life, that your income is where it needs to be or better, and be prepared to provide a very large down payment. Next set of individuals that will probably be required to go through manual underwriting are individuals with high DTI. And DTI simply means debt to income ratio. And that means how much of your debt is supported by your income. And most lenders have a certain ratio that they like an individual to stay between, that they're going to loan to. But in your case, if you have a high DTI, let's say you're a real estate investor and you've got several properties all over the United States, but you make fantastic income, as long as you can show a lender that your income, even with the purchase of this new property, will be more than supported, even factoring in your current debt, then you should be in a really good space. So let me know in the comments below what aspects of real estate you'd like me to tackle on the next question. I appreciate the gentleman for sending his question in. And until the next video, this is your brother, your uncle, your favorite realtor's favorite realtor, signing off. Hey, if you made it this far in the video and you are a real estate professional, consider partnering with me here at Real Brokerage. You pay nothing per month, get a fantastic split, and you have the opportunity to build a business through revenue share and stock purchases. Book a call at the link below in today's video, and I'm happy to have a conversation on why I was able to grow my business exponentially by moving my practice to Real Brokerage.